Hello, my wonderful friends. I want to welcome you to another special edition of Success Leadership and Faith Hub with your anchor person, Barisikenna Emmanuel. I want to let you know that it's been a wonderful time coming across your path, and I know that I believe that you've been experiencing unusual success, unusual transformation in the place of your leadership pursuit. Today, in this wonderful special edition, very bright and wonderful day, I will be talking on five red alerts when you are in a wrong relationship. There are certain indicators, there are certain red alerts. When I'm talking about red alert, I mean certain indications that will happen in your relationship, and you know that this relationship is not going to be profitable, it's not going to make you successful, it's going to jeopardize your vision, jeopardize your future, jeopardize your drive to be a powerful person that God, life, and nature has actually made you to be. I want everyone to understand that you have a great future, and you have something that your world is waiting for. It doesn't matter how things are bad at the moment, it doesn't matter how things have actually gone against the way you designed it to be. I want you to have this confidence in you that you are the great man, you are the great woman. Never you ever talk down on yourself. Never you ever believe that you cannot achieve the best things that you ever wanted to be, like maritally, career-wise, business-wise, finances, your spiritual life. In conclusion, so that's why the place of relationship is very, very important in our individual lives when it has to do with our success. In fact, people talk about your network that guarantees your net worth. In the simple language, it has to do with the relationship that you have at your disposal will determine if you're going to rise up as a leader, if you're going to succeed in business, if you're going to succeed spiritually, if you're going to succeed financially, if you're going to succeed academically. And I believe that as we work together and get out with these training sessions in this 15 minutes, you are going to know when a wrong person has walked into your life and had to walk out of a wrong association, a wrong a friendship, a wrong relationship. People just intentionally walk into people's lives with the intention to destroy them. Absolutely, I've seen that. People just walk into a relationship with the intention to make sure that that business relationship goes down. People can be so bad. Life and situations can be so bad. That's why each and every one of us must give attention to the people, or put a sieve when it has to do with accommodating people that will come into your life, or permitting some certain personalities to come into your life. So I want you to pay critical attention to these red alerts. It's going to be a two kind of a series of training sessions, but I want to just handle this one for now. What are the things that you're going to see in someone that has walked into your life, or someone that you walked into the person's life, and maybe this issue of relationship, let me just clear this head now. It's not just a marital relationship between a man and a woman. It moves into business. It also moves into a partnership where you're establishing a company. It also has to do with ministry, and maybe marriage. Is important at this point that you watch these 4 to 5 red alerts as time will permit us, so that once you begin to see that it's time to either quit, or you review the relationship, or you let the person know, because most times people do some things without actually knowing that they are doing that. So the first red alert that you will see in a relationship, and you know that the relationship is not going to be profitable, is when it is more of parasitic than symbiotic. When it is more of parasitic and symbiotic. Let me explain this. A lot of people involuntarily are parasitic in nature. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you have found that someone has walked into your life, walked into your company, walked into your businesses, walked into your finances, walked into your marriage relationship, whether married or unmarried person, and you find that this person is quite overbearing, and inside of you, you are filled with a lot of complaints about this person, but you don't know how to let the person go. The person is always demanding some certain things from you without actually reciprocating, even not up to 5-6%. You find that in the relationship that you are in, you are always the one that is giving out. You give out your time, you give out your energy, you give out your finances, you give out your emotions, you give out everything that has to do with you. And this guy, this lady, this business guy, this politician, this pastor, this leader, this person that you call your friend, there is nothing that he or she is reciprocating by reason of this relationship. Listen to me. That's a red alert. That's an indication that once there is crisis, the person can walk out. Once you are no more able to bring up that particular thing that the person is placing a demand on you for, the person is going to walk out of that relationship. So once you find that someone is always calling you when there is need, but when you call the person when you are in need, the person doesn't show up. Once you have a health challenge, that you call the person, he doesn't show up, and when he or she has a health challenge, you call the person will always call you and place a demand on you. I want you to borrow. The person wants you to borrow to satisfy his or her need. The person is always interested in only things that has to do with him or her. That's a red alert that this person is going to weary you, and you're not going to be successful as a person. The only thing you need to do at that moment is to do what? Review the relationship, let him know the situations on ground, and if the person refuses to change, just find a way and exit. It also is applicable in a company and organization. When people walk into an organization, they believe that the organization will keep satisfying them, whether it's a church, whether it's a company, whether it's an organization of whatever class. The person is always in the business of placing food demand on the system. Every single thing, I need allowance, I need leave off, I need a lot of things, but the person's contribution towards the sources of that organization is not commensurate to what the person is demanding. That guy needs to go. So that's number one. The second red alert that you must watch out when it has to do with a relationship with someone, and you say, man, this person is not going to be a partner with me in this business, is this: when you find out that you are experiencing an inner fear. When there is an experience of an inner fear, every one of us, we have what is called a conscience. There's an alert. There's a silent alert that God has placed inside of you, the life, the nature has put inside everyone. So that's why you have to be very sensitive. You find out that you want to invest money, but something, you just woke up in the night and you're scared. Someone tells you that he wants to marry you, but inside of you, you're scared. Someone tells you that you people are going to work together to make this business work. You find out that there's something inside of you that you're scared. I contested for the governorship position in my state, Nigeria, Imo State, and I had a lot of people that wanted to deputize me as should the case I win, as deputy governors. But once I approach these people and I'm having a relationship and discussions with these people, I always find out that something tells me I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid that this person is going to betray me. This person is going to mess up. So finally, I'll just make a decision. I just walk out. And that was that. So you have to give attention to these inner voice per se. You have to give attention to this conscience, this sensitivity of your mind and your spirit to actually say, this person is going to treat me bad. This guy is going to mess me up. This person is going to walk out of my life. If it's a marriage relationship or you are a young person and you see that someone that you're relating with is not interested in your future by reason of the fear that you're experiencing, you have to actually review that. And then once you find out that it's something that is going to destroy your life, you have to find a way and work out. The third one is if the relationship is dealing with your personality, your integrity, or placing your personality in the negative. I said the number one thing you have to do is that you must make sure there's a symbiotic relationship in that regard. And the second one is that when you're experiencing fear. The third one that I'm going to be saying today has to do with the realization of this, that this guy, there's something that you have, your integrity and your personality is already becoming questionable. The person tells you to involve yourself in sex. The person does not have a sense of value for human life. You find out that this person is not willing in any way to get you out of a mess. You need to understand this, that your integrity is your personality. Your personality, character capital, is the reason why you are alive. You are involved in a relationship and the person is always telling you about fraudulent activities, always exposing you to corrupt business exposures. The person is not straightforward. The person is not transparent. The person doesn't want to take responsibility. The person is always beating his wife or cheating on her husband. If you're a young lady or a young man that is not married, the person is willing and always luring you to immorality or wants you to have sex with him or her. That is not the right relationship that you need to get in. You need to begin to confront the person, review that relationship, and once you find out that relationship is dealing with you, you've got to find a way to work out. Because anybody can lose money and recover money. Anybody can lose health and recover health. But when you lose your character and your integrity, you may not be able to recover from it. So once that relationship is dealing with you in the area of your integrity, exposing you to fraud, exposing you to crookedness, and the person is involved in all kind of fraudulent activities. If it's a company, you need to realize that it is time for you to call it quits with that relationship. Confront the person. Let the person know that you don't like this. These are your set of values. These are the things that you believe in. If you want this relationship to work, you have to make sure that you follow this routine. I have a lot of friends who are corrupt. I have a lot of friends who are not straightforward. I find a way to relate with them in some certain regards. But once it has to do with my personality, once it has to do with my reputation capital, I have a way of confronting you and telling you this is a no-go area, because the fullness of everything I am is in my reputation, is in my character. So a lot of people just sit down, you just stay with people who drink, people who do drugs, people who rape women, homosexuals, rapists, and all the rest of them, and you think that you can succeed. You cannot actually succeed in that regard. Okay, as we begin to wrap up, the fourth thing that you must definitely give attention to when a relationship is not making you profitable financially, materially, and spiritually. I mean progress. You've been in a relationship, you've been in a place for 2, 3, 4 years. There's no tangible progress. You cannot actually say someone is dating you and this is about 5 years. He has not actually said I love you. He has not actually said when am I going to get married to you as a young lady. Please, you have to begin to review that relationship. Life forbids stagnation. Human life is meant to make progress. You work in a company, you've been stagnated for a while. Intellectually, you're not improving. You are in a system, whether it's a church, whether it's a place, you're not adding something to your degree. You intentionally know that you're not making tangible progress academically. For spiritually, you're not even anywhere at all. In fact, the ones you have already is leaving you. You are no more updated with the current event of things. You're not making progress. Please begin to review such a relationship. Begin to look for a way to work out of such kind of systems, because you are supposed to be a success. You are supposed to make tangible progress in that regard. So make sure you give attention to that and find your way making tangible progress emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. You can't be in a relationship and then every time you're going backwards, and spiritually, physically, mentally, you're not making progress. So, dear friends, I'm done with you in this session. What are the things you've been able to do? This red alert, you must give attention to them. The first thing that I said is that in that relationship, you must make sure that it is symbiotic, not just parasitic. The person shouldn't be eating deep into you. It must be symbiotic. The second thing I said is that once you begin to experience a sense of fear inside of you, or this person don't want to kill you, or loss of life, you need to work out of that. The third thing that I said is that in such a relationship, you must make sure that you are making tangible progress. And the next thing is that there must be a consistent communication in this regard, so that you can actually succeed as a friend or someone that you're in a relationship with. All right, before I walk out, out of this platform this day, I want to pray for you. I want to ask God to bless you. I want to ask you to meet the right people. God is going to cause you to see the right people. God is going to cause men to cross your path. God is going to help you. God is going to sieve wicked people out of your life, relationships that are not taking you forward. God is going to help you to walk out of that in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. I speak to you boldness to walk out of those such relationships. I command light. I command understanding. I speak to every part of you that wisdom to make progress will be your portion in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. All right, dear friend, till I see you next time, I'm your friend Bartikena Emmanuel. This is Success, Leadership, and Faith Hub with your wonderful friend. Please make sure that you click on the like button and also on your notification button should the case will come your way next time. Love you.